Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. Here are 10 of the best fragrances that you can wear all year round. So these are ones that realistically you could wear spring, summer, fall, or winter, with the understanding that most of these are gonna have a little bit of a lean toward the fresher side of things, because it usually is a little easier to wear a fresh fragrance in the middle of winter than to wear a really heavy oud fragrance in the middle of summer. All of these are gonna be linked in the description. Feel free to check them out there. Let's get started right away with Gucci Guilty Black, which is now known as Gucci Guilty Essence. Essentially, the bottle looks the same. It's just they changed the name. So now it's Essence. I guess because after many years, they thought to themselves, you know that name Gucci Guilty Black? It doesn't really match the fragrance all that well. Let's change it.
We're thinking about mixing things up a little bit.
Yeah, better late than never. Nice. It is true though, when you see the name Guilty Black, you're thinking heavy, dark, mysterious, bold. It's really not what this is. I mean, heck man, Gucci Guilty Green might have been a better name for this one if we're just talking about the two colors that they have on the bottle. But none of that matters, it's Essence now. So understand that if you're looking for this one and you see Gucci Guilty Black, that's this. If you see Gucci Guilty Essence, that's also this. Very fresh, sweet, clean, extremely easy to wear. It's a people pleaser, a compliment puller, has amazing versatility. You can wear this stuff pretty much anywhere. It's got lavender, coriander, green notes, some orange blossom in there as well. And this is a scent that in the fragrance community oftentimes gets overlooked. It gets hated on. But I have to say, if you're looking for something that's extremely people pleasing, that is top notch, one of the best. Performance is so-so. So you might want to go a little bit heavy with this one if it is during the winter time, but added bonus, that's one of the fragrances that in the winter gets extremely brisk and just really is like a shot of caffeine almost when you spray it on and go out when it's really cold out. Just opens your eyes. Before we head to the next fragrance, guys, here are some codes you can use to save yourself some money across a bunch of different websites. I do have new codes for Beauty House and even Lattafa. Just Lattafa's website, they don't actually send me anything at all, but they gave me a code, so thank you. And then there are the other codes as usual, so use those to save yourself a little bit of money. Let's jump to the next fragrance. We're gonna go with this one, Acqua di Gio Parfum. Acqua di Gio Parfum is, in my opinion, the best Acqua di Gio if you're looking for one for year-round use. And that's gonna be because this one has a little bit more heft to it for winter time. Also, look at that cap. In case it's magnetic. I like magnetic caps. I like magnetic caps. Whatever, you guys know. Don't tell me you don't. Yeah, let's go. So that one's got aquatic notes, as you would expect from an Acqua di Gio. Also has some citrus in there, rosemary, olibanum, which is gonna give it a nice little touch of incense. That light smokiness that kind of wafts through the fragrance, not heavy at all. Another one that's a huge compliment puller, which to be fair, pretty much everything in today's list is, because most of the time, those fresh fragrances and those fresh fragrances with a hint of sweetness are the best type of scent for something that you can just grab, spray, and go. That's going to get you positive attention. It's just kind of how it is. Pretty solid performance with this one. Lasts a long time, so you don't have to really worry about this one dissipating very quickly. Projection is maybe a little bit more moderate, but it gets the job done for an aquatic type of scent. Like I said, that little bit of incense, that extra heft, extra body that this has really does help carry it. I love also Acqua di Gio Profondo, the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum version of Acqua di Gio Profondo, I mean. Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, to be fair, is a good choice as well, but if I were gonna pick just one for all year, it'd be this one. Let's go next with this one, Gentleman Society. So Gentleman Society switched up the gentleman line. This one did not feature iris as one of the notes. Instead, it has narcissus. There's also vanilla in here. There's cardamom off the top. You also get a bit of vetiver, some additional woods in there. And even though it doesn't have iris as an official note, it does have kind of an irisy feel to it along the edges of the scent. It's just not as pronounced as the earlier gentleman fragrances. This one has pretty solid performance, believe it or not, lasts a long time, projects quite well, gets you noticed, and it smells different from most everything else on the market. So it's gonna be one of those fragrances that still has mass appeal, still a compliment puller, but doesn't smell as standard as a lot of other fragrances. It does have a decent amount of sweetness and a good amount of florals in here as well, that narcissus that I talked about before, but I think it stands out very well. Also, as you would expect from a fragrance bearing the name Gentleman Pretty sophisticated, classy scent as well. Great for year-round use, daytime or evening. Let's see, let's do this one next. This is Born in Roma from Valentino. Now look, Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. That's, did I say Uomo? I don't know, who cares? Intense. That's gonna be my very favorite one. But for a lot of guys, especially younger guys, this one probably gonna be just the most versatile overall in terms of spring, summer, fall, winter, right? Because Uomo Intense, to me, is more like fall into winter, kind of that time frame. Probably wouldn't reach for it quite so much in the middle of summer because it's got a good amount of sweetness and pretty strong. This one though has a great minerality to it, bit of sweetness, but more in a Paco Rabanne Invictus style. Not quite as bubblegummy, sugary sweet, not as syrupy sweet as that one though, and that's because of that minerality that this one has. Kind of brings it more in line, brings it in check. So while to me, in the Born in Roma line, I personally gravitate more toward Uomo Intense and Coral Fantasy. I think that for most people just looking for compliments, looking for something they can wear daytime or nighttime, and looking for that year-round versatility, this is gonna be a better match. And to be fair, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. Really great compliment, right? Let's talk Polo 67 up next from Ralph Lauren. Love Polo 67. Doesn't cost that much, so this is really affordable, both at full retail and at discounters. And I would assume the price is probably gonna dip down as time goes on at discounters even more so, which makes the fragrance even more attractive to pick up. Like staring at the atomizer here. Gotta check your aim, guys. You gotta be careful with that aim. That's something that you carry with you your entire life. Be careful with that aim.
Remember to aim. It's very important.
No matter what we're talking about, right? That carries over to atomizers. This is a fragrance that came out this year, and when I first smelled it, I was not really in love with it. Not that I disliked it, because it's a very hard fragrance to dislike, but I was like, it's kind of simple, whatever. But it grows on you and grows on you and grows on you. It's like cordyceps. It's like The Last of Us. It just takes you over, right? And that's kind of what this is. You smell it, you start to like it more, you wear it, you catch whiffs of it as you're going about your day. People compliment you on it and you're just like, I kind of like this a lot. It's what that is. Just fresh, sweet, easy to wear, clean, simple, done right, and for a good price. That's what it is. A little bit similar to YSL myself in some ways. There have been, you know, different fragrances that have come out this year that are kind of in that wheelhouse. This one has a really nice sweetness off the top, fresh pineapple that really grabs attention, and then very pleasant aromatics and a bit of clean woodiness as it dries down from vetiver. So Ralph Lauren Polo 67, one of my favorite, just everyday, easy wearing, versatile scents that came out this year. It's for sure gonna be in my top 10 favorite releases of this year. I'm not sure where at exactly, but it's gonna be there. Let's talk this next. Bad Boy Cobalt from Kalina Herrera. Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir, I actually like a decent amount too. I enjoy that one. I like the vanilla that's in there, but for most people, the original Cobalt is gonna be a much better buy if we're talking about something that you can wear anytime, all year, that's going to get you positive attention, that's something easy to wear. This one is just, frankly, a better bet. The Elixir version is not gonna work for quite as many people, and it has more of a potential to kind of have an off-putting part. Sounded like I said off-putting part.
Mike! I found the chocolate bunny!
There's like an aspect of the Elixir that sometimes can stick out in a sore thumb kind of way, like truffle note that it has, which this has as well, but here it's just more pleasant. So this has lavender, pink pepper, geranium, good amount of plum in there as well, which gives you a different kind of sweetness, that deeper fruity sweetness instead of a more zingy like grapefruit or bergamot or apple or something like that. It's a little bit aromatic, a little classy edge to it as well. Nice woodiness as it dries down. Great daytime or evening scent. Again, just maximum versatility with this one. Smells similar to Invictus Platinum, which is also a decent release, but for most people, this one is going to be the winner over those two. But if you like Invictus Platinum more power to you, because like I said, that one's pretty solid too. Now, I talked about this one already with this, but YSL myself, if we're talking about new-ish releases, because pretty much everything I'm talking to you about here today, other than this one, but I get a pass because there's Gucci Guilty Essence, right? That's new. skirting around the rules, but most everything I'm talking about here today is not very old. It's either basically brand new, Polo 67, or it's something that came out over the past few years. Went on a bit of a tangent there, but if you're talking about fragrances that are newer, designer fragrances, and you're just talking about, you know, this versatile scents you can wear year round that are gonna get you noticed, you pretty much have to mention this. Now there's also the Le Parfum version of this, which is obviously newer. That takes this style and makes it more for fall and winter time use, and that one's also very good. But I think overall for more people, the original myself is gonna be the one to go for. Although, like I said, I really like the Le Parfum also. Very, very clean, fresh, simple, but done right. Not overly sweet, just a tinge of sweetness. Has a little bit of like a clean laundry kind of feel to it, which I say pretty much every time with this one. But it's just, it's cozy, but at the same time has like a sexy edge to it. It's one that people just love to smell. And it's kind of like the evolution of what Gucci Guilty Black / Essence is or was. It doesn't really have those green aspects, those green notes from this, but it's kind of a similar idea to this one. Like, what if we really laser focused what Gucci Guilty Black / Essence is, stripped away the green aspects, maybe lightened up on the sweetness a little bit, but laser focused on that very attractive orange blossom scent profile. Again, kind of give it this clean laundry-esque kind of vibe, but do that. This is what you come out with. And again, I'm not saying that smells just like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that sells and sold really well, or sold and sells, right? And they were like, well, we can do that, but better, kind of. Sorry, bud, you're still really good. So myself, got to include it. On we move to this one. This is Varvado XX Intense. Really dig the bottle, just looks sick. Kind of like lava, you know, like flowing out from a volcano. You get those really dark spots on top that have like the cracks through where the lava's moving around. Basically looks like that. You can tell I'm a scientist by that description. Yep. I am the one. This one is great for year-round use and frankly overlooked. Out of everything that we talked about here today, I would say this is the one that's going to be worn by the smallest amount of people. And it's not because it's bad, it's just because Varvado's fragrances don't have quite the reach that frankly everything else here does. And going back to my scientific mega mind here, this is a little experiment, okay? So this came out this year, 2024, at least, you know, as of when I'm shooting this video. Polo 67 also came out this year, 2024. And this is not at all, not even close to the most popular fragrance this year. Again, Polo 67. As of this video, and I know this is not like the best way to judge this, but it's just an example, stick with me. 641 people have voted for this fragrance on Fragrantica. Yay. So that's how many people have gone on there and put, oh, I like it, I don't like it, all that stuff. Paradise Garden is the most popular on Fragrantica that's been released this year. 4,263 people have voted for that one. So guess how many people have voted for this, for XX Intense? 65. 65. So like I said, it's not exactly burning up the charts, but it looks cool and it smells great. So it has bergamot, ginger, and verbena off the top. Really attention grabbing, a little bit zingy, nice touch of sweetness to it. As it dries down, you have coffee that comes out. You have tonka, you have a little bit of woodiness. It smells vaguely reminiscent to the discontinued Polo Red Extreme from Ralph Lauren. And I know Varvados always gets hated on for the performance. Oh, performance sucks, it doesn't project, it doesn't last. The quality is good, the performance is garbage. That's always the word with Varvados, right? But this one is actually decent. It's not amazing as far as performance goes, but it lasts long enough and it projects decently enough that you can get noticed, you can pick it up. Turn into Jay Leno. It is pretty good fragrance. Up next, Le Beau from Jean Paul Gaultier. This is the original, the Eau de Toilette. Eau de Toilette, right? The Eau de Toilette. I'm playing, I knew that. So Leau and Leau Le Parfum, obviously I really did, and Paradise Garden, really dig those. When it started out, this one, when it first came out, I was kind of like lukewarm on it, kind of, it's okay, it's all right. Even more so, you know what happened with Polo 67 that I talked about? Wear it more, like it more, wear it more, like it more. This was like that, only times 10. So the reason I have Leau Eau de Toilette here is if we're talking year-round use, that one probably would be my choice. I think Leau Le Parfum is a better match for spring, fall, winter, but maybe not quite as much in the middle of summer. And not that you couldn't wear it in the middle of summer, you absolutely can, but it's got a little heft to it, and the way the sweetness comes across can be a little cloying for some people. Paradise Garden, I think better suited for spring, summer, not quite as much fall, winter. And even though this one also is kind of spring, summer, and maybe also fall for most people, I think that you could pull this off pretty easily in wintertime. And that tropical feel that this one has, it kind of gives it a different flair when it's cold outside. That's, again, for the 8 millionth time on this channel. If you really like fresh fragrances, especially, I mean, if you're gonna be indoors with like air conditioning and everything, wear those bad boys in winter. Bust them out. Sometimes they actually smell better in the cold than they do in the middle of summer, trust me. Pretty simple no breakdown, pretty dumbed down, no breakdown. Basically like coconut, tonka, bergamot. So a whole heck of a lot going on there, but yeah, this is a very fresh, tropical, sweet scent that I think you can easily wear all year. And the Leau line of fragrances, oof, we're talking compliments, some of my best. Some of my best. Some of my most successful. It's not my best, obviously. I didn't have anything to do with this. Poor choice of words. As far as compliments, that one. Some of my best. All right, last up, we got Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. This is the original Luna Rosa Ocean, the first one. They got a few now. Basically, that's all Prada's been giving us as far as men's fragrances go. So I'm really interested to see what comes out next year. My hope, knock on wood, is that we get more than one Prada fragrance. Hopefully, like something in the L'Homme line. That would be cool if that comes back. I don't know that it's going to, but that would be cool. Or a new line, that would be sick. But at the least, no more Luna Rosa Ocean. Now that I've said that, Luna Rosa Ocean Elixir, lock that in for next year. Somebody at Prada right now just taking notes. Right, he wants a new L'Homme? No, okay. New line? No. New Luna Rosa, but he wants it not to be Ocean. Yeah. Screw you, buddy. Ocean it is. This is good though, legitimately. It's an easy wearing fragrance. It's a compliment puller. It's another one that grows on you a lot more as you wear it. Bergamot, lavender, sage, iris, musk, some of the notes here. In typical Prada fashion, it's clean, it's classy, it's easy to wear, it's not overly sweet. And so this would be like a great blue fragrance for somebody who wants a blue fragrance. They want that versatility. They want to be able to wear it all year round. They want to get compliments. They want to have that, but they don't really gravitate toward the big three. You know, Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel. Why? Maybe Sauvage is too loud, too aggressive. Maybe Why is too sweet. And so something like this comes in handy because it is good quality. Like I said, it's extremely versatile and it has that Prada sophistication to it. So Luna Rosa Ocean, I'm gonna wrap this one up. There we go, guys. There are 10 fragrances you can wear all year and they're gonna work extremely well for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments, what is your go-to year-round fragrance? If you have one. If you don't, that's totally okay too. I kind of just roll with whatever I feel like wearing that day, if I'm honest. So sometimes I'll wear something heavy in fall and winter. Other times I will wear something fresher. But if you're trying to keep some on hand that you can wear whenever you want, these are good choices. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.